I've been waiting for you, returnee from Joyen Karst.
It's Ning. Since this is our first meeting, we've prepared a gift.
Oh, for me. You have my thanks.
Oh,
I'm glad you like it too. This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of any mountain. From this vantage point, one may survey all of liyue. I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning the merchant's craft. And since becoming the Tianquan, I have spent. At first, it was but the size of one room. Now, it is large enough to blot out the moon in the skies above. One day, I believe it will overshadow all. Not many from outside liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade Chamber. But I have been in correspondence with the act. As such, I have been putting eyes and ears out ever since.
what?
And I finally got wind of your movements when you were on the way to Wangshu.
Wait, was Virgil dead?
Everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours. At the Guizhang Ballista.
You weren't peeking on us from the skies the whole
I fear that peeking would have been a little. Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting people, after all. It would be natural to take an interest. Well, I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the Adepti. I believe that you've heard of the Archon War. Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them that did. In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Teyvat. They built cities and nations on the corpses of the vanquished. You can see Goyun's stone forest from here, I trust. Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days. Gods, not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the 7 changed over the last 2 millennia. Rex Lapis's past, another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later. Yet, how are we to forget Rex Lapis? When that time comes, the relationship between the people of liyue and the god, even in a new era, the liyue Qixing remain Rex Lapis's form. That day at Yujing Terrace, it was also very sudden. Even I was caught completely off. But our enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor. If we do not act against them now, hiding the Exuvio was a necessary maneuver to take the initiative back.
Who's this enemy you're talking?
What do you think, traveler?
Huh? What are you two talking about?
Well answered.
Huh?
The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a little strong. Our preparations...
Wowee! What a huge hall! Paimon's never seen such a fancy place before.
Be at ease, you two. Make yourselves at home.
Can we really?
I have invited you two here as friends. And when friends come over to play,
Ooh! Isn't this that legendary wall?
Why, you've kept your ear to the ground.
That's because even the story storytellers are talking about it. Everyone's after a piece of paper from that wall.
That's because that wall records Leo's secrets. But the secrets of the mercantile world are of no interest to you, are they, traveler? If possible, I'd like to have your trust. But if you were to choose the more trustworthy person between myself and Kuching... You'd pick Kuching? Nah, I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed, with someone of her character on the cheese, but after she said those words, the time of the Adepti has long passed. Well, I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us, but for Liyue's sake, indeed, it seems that you understood what I meant to say from the I called for the gag order and for the exuvia to be hidden to temporarily stabilize the situation. With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions beyond their diplomatic remit. Allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to buy some time for us to take control.
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Qixing only provided the venue for the rite so they could use us for their own... Wait, that's right. Speaking of ends, could I...
Of course.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something in return. So, does that...
It's all right. Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently.
Yay! Paimon was just waiting for you to say that! One of the sheets on that wall! Don't look at Paimon like that! One of these sheets of paper will sell for crazy prices! Just imagine. How much more and... Let's grab one! The biggest one! Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest sheet is... La 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 la. Let's... Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Oh, good. Sigil of permission, something, something, Fatui... Aw, that doesn't sound like treasure. This piece of paper shows that a Qixing spy... Oh, Ningguang did say that the Fatui have been up to all kinds of mischief in the shadows of liyue. But research on the Sigil of Permission? Paimon, speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the Sigil of Permission. Seems there's still more for us to find out. Oh, you really... Well, should we not go then? Oh, so you're saying that it's precisely because we can't completely trust Ningguang that we should confirm the truth. That's way out of Paimon's league. Paimon thinks she's been nothing... Anyway, we'll see if you're onto something. Before we look for Zhongli at Dihua Marsh, let's go to the place marked out on these pictures. information written down on this piece of paper. And they look really mad at us, too. Let the show begin. Yeah. At the frying pan, into the fire.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Counterattack. Terra smash.
I'll protect us. Oh. Yeah.
I'll put you on high. Let's move.
I swear by my sword. What was fun?
It's not the line.
What was fun?
Send this quickly. I will end What? Terra smash. Yeah. Terra smash. Yes, and this quickly. Yeah.
Let's dance.
This quickly.
Nice and spicy.
Frozen food. Shouldn't get careless. Let's not waste time.
Eat this.
Let's move.
Right hand into the fire.
Oh no.
What was fun?
Let's end this quickly.
Go, Barbara, go. Nice and spicy. At the right hand into the fire. What was fun?
Let's move.
Ouchie. Oh no! Ink!
Barely a scratch. Wind, hear me.
I'll protect us. Oh no!
Let's end this quickly.
Almost. Terra Smash!
This is bad. I guess this is it.
Nice and spicy.
This should be fun. Go on. Give me a go. Time to fulfill my duty.
Bubba, get them!
Not breaking a sweat.
Go as planned! Let's dance. Come on, we can do it. Go as
This should be
planned.
fun.
Nice and spicy. Bubba, get them! You're toast!
Terra Smash! Yeah!
At the fry pan, into the fire!
Not breaking a sweat.
Go as planned!
This should be fun.
Yeah!
Not breaking a sweat.
Dust! Yeah! Terra Smash!
This should be fun.
Bubba, get them!
My duty at an end.
Yeah! Terra Smash! Huh. Terra Smash! Yeah! 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 Terra Smash!
There are so many talismans here. And some stacks of blank paper. Paimon's seen this pattern before. Oh, Paimon knows. It looks just. But how did a relic. Oh, that's right. Cloud Retainer said that when the talismans like that were once used in the Ark, maybe the Fatui are copying the Sigil of Permission and being able to channel divine power in battle? Whew. That's a. And the plot thickens. Alright, that's enough sticking around here. The last stop on our rite of parting preparations tour is... Let's go!
Terra Smash! Yeah! Terra Smash! Yeah! Yeah! Terra Smash! Yeah!
Right on time. I myself, did you enjoy your visit to the Jade Chamber?
It was so big and pretty.
Indeed. It's second to none in all. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust?
She's super rich and so generous. Yeah, his take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. He thinks that even the tactless Yuheng is more
Oh. So you also met with Keqing then?
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the liyue...
No respect. Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing, Ningguang is more of a businesswoman at heart. Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intentions. Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise to her current position. It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber.
The Jade Chamber is only second. What's the most important?
Why, Mora, of course.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex...
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't... No matter what they may be planning, you must be careful when dealing with the Fatui.
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of parting and do you...
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is.
Glaze lilies? Well, why did we come all the way out here? Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is old...
No. Those lilies have all been gardened by people. Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is before the Archon War. Of course, there are wild glaze lilies have the strong... But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers. That's correct.
So how good is your singing? Really? What?
We'll only know once he starts singing.
It's time to sing, whenever you're ready.
Da 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 da.
What happened? These flowers are jumping. They look really angry. Is it because you sang a song for Mondstadt that they don't understand here in Liyue?
Yeah. Terra Smash!
Barely a scratch! I swear by my sword! Let's go as planned!
Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
This little monster is known as a whopper flower. Strange. The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long.
Well, that's nice. That's so...
Excuse me. Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Oh, hey! It's... What's your...
Hello, traveler. I'm surprised you... Ah! That reminds me. How was your
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely
Nope. We found the way on our own.
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess I...
She's acting different from the first time we met. Where's her...
Ah, well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan.
You came all the way out here to see the flowers?
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days...
Oh, so...
No, it's quite all right. When the Archon War came to its end... Yes. Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only the other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2,000 years ago. Of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro. This means that liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the
So what do you think of this?
Huh? This... As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a liyue without... But as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually come to grips with reality.
Huh? Did you just say as...
Yes, I am a mix of human and Qilin. After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. Well, let's save that conversation for it. I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found. See...
We dare not
Oh, so did you sing us...
Indeed, I did. I know...
Wow, so you really know your stuff?
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If not for this chance meeting, if you would excuse me, I should
And that just about does it. Our prep, given the ease of picking glaze lilies, I think that...
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him starting a business.
Beginning a new undertaking is... So you must be careful to take the time to step back.
Wow. See? Zhongli sounds like... Alright, I think it's about time we head... Huh? What happened? The city gate is swarming with Milu.
Ah, you're the consultant to Wengsheng funeral parlor. The Millilith are watching our every move now. These are desperate times. We must adapt.
Desperate times?
The Adepti of Joyun Karst are finally on the move.
Do they intend to exercise force?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet them. Well, I say meet, but it's more like they're attempting to... However, both sides were quite obstinate. And
It seems inevitable, given the currents.
the Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo Archon. If the two sides come to...
Surely the liyue Qixing are not the sort...
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands.
And what now? How is it that the Fatui have come under fire?
That's all Ningguang's doing. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millelith must rein in the actions of the Fatui. Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect on us.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Or neither path is an easy one?
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng funeral parlor has also been caught up in all of this.
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng funeral parlor. I hope. Consider your next course of action carefully, traveler. If you're trying to prevent an explosion,
Having connections with the Fatui seems... So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse? Oh, Paimon gets it. If there's anyone that wants to see the whole city turned upside down, he must be waiting for the moment when no one is watching to do... But where could we find him now? Where would he go at a time like this?
As you wish.
Wow! This is the Golden House? It looked impressive enough from the outside, but who would have... This is where all of Teyvat's mora is minted, right? Oh, so it's a trap! Tricky, tricky. But even if we can't take any, or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of lore... Oh, right! It's quiet. Huh? Look! What happened here? Uh-oh. Paimon smelled...
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough?
Huh? Who's there?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way. Where should I start? Well, I've never been one to beat around the bush, you know. But who could have possibly guessed that the god of Geo would if it weren't for that lovely little rite of parting ceremony you put together? Stopping the Mora Mints, hiding away the Exuvia.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa She will get that which she desires. I'm not asking for your blessing, and there's nothing. The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped either way. We now come to my favorite, the battle.
Battle? So you're the type that goes looking for trouble.
You could say that. When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene instead of confronting you directly. She chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the sound of... When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the out... But as for me...
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen again!
Oh, so you intend to fight me? I won't kill you, Traveler. I'll just play along. Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. But hey... Fighting talk, I love it! Now let's... This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with the Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint. Passable effort. Cowering already?
It really hurt! Steady as stone.
Try this.
I missed a spot.
You
Not good.
A clear
Leave it
shot.
up to me.
So quick to flee. Passable effort.
Good night, Shun. Steady as stone.
Not bad, not bad. Celestial Voyager. Terra Smash! How unbecoming. Try this. You've made some progress.
I must leave no stone unturned.
You've got a trigger. Good. No wonder Signora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a harbinger. No use hiding back there.
Half the fried pan into the fire.
All you do is run.
Leave it all to me.
I'll crush you.
No, my sword! Let me leave you a verse.
No use hiding back there. Terra Smash! Quake! Yeah! Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get. Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia.
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recluse in this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected. Well then, I'll be taking more Axis Gnosis now. I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
Not bad. But this is going to cost you! Yeah! You got to the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over, now! Don't make me take it from you!
We didn't take it.
Rain outlines your fate. A minor setback.
Nice and spicy. Race you. No,
Yeah. No, my sword!
time to clean up.
Die here.
Steady as stone.
Body and mind.
Terra Smash! To dust! Die here.
Look! Child's back to normal again.
Well then, it seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too... And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had it. You had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had...
That's what we've been trying to tell you.
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be? You already know the answer, don't you? But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend. Even if...
Pretty sure that's not the normal.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just...
What? So you mean that...
Yes, it appears so. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also wealth. As such, we must now look toward...
Backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be swept away and the truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue... Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbinger.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyan's stone.
A god?
Osial, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the GRR. If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon liyue, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch?
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey! Those are sigils of permission! Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of... With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to... But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo-Archon to show its hand, but you... Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on? chamber flying over just as we came out of... Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord...
What are you doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Leela? Just seeing the Lord of the Vortex guy puts a pin in my...
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that? So will the power of the Chising, Millilith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
We've already discussed this together, and our
What? But all of you are supposed to be the Guardians of Liyue.
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Chising did once research the matter of the Guizhong ballista when it peaked. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong... For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet it would...
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adept. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength. We haven't a moment to spare. Our... Yep.
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All able Millilith, with me!
Let's go help too.
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you, one wishes to witness.
Rain cutter!
No slacking off!
I must leave no stone unturned.
This should be fun. My duty at an end.
As a good night should.
Killjoy, we've only just begun.
Yeah, rain outlines your fate.
Miscalculated.
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
doctors say we can't hold them, children? Howard, don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is adeptal energy. That light from your body. It's like the tiny giant curse. Wow, it's Madam Ping's shockwave. This granny's really strong.
Terra Smash!
It isn't time for a break. We're not going anywhere.
Yeah! Yeah!
Disgusting.
Yeah!
It isn't time for a break. My work.
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil. Cast your fear of injury by the wayside and fight with all your might. I too did this during the Archon War.
So this is what Gunny's like in a fight.
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast.
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Look at me.
No, my sword!
Nice and spicy.
Will you do my duty?
Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Race you. Nova, get them. You're toast. Over here.
Rain outlines your fate.
Look at me.
Rain cutter.
You're not going anywhere. Will you back
No, my sword.
Have a good night, Shun.
my work? Finished.
The Fatui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
It's working. We just need to keep this up.
Be careful now.
The Guizhong ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed... The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make...
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here...
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Clown. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of liyue means much to her. To me, such...
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as... Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex. Even to this very day, liyue and its lands have stood the test of time. But that does not mean that the liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on...
Are you questioning our means of protecting liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see liyue...
Forebears, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part...
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal... But I dared not speak.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Right. That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus.
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens?
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the prop.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millelith. I have come to extend my... I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our fort... Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line...
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we...
Weren't you frightened, dear?
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millelith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their vision. When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make... Thanks for protecting liyue Harbor. Please, come visit us for the next lantern rite.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. Oh.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. Although their blood is weak, there is still the time of contracts between gods and Liyue.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you?
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead the...
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, conqueror of demons.
Yes, one understands what the conqueror of demons means. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the... Fair enough.
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the liyue Qixing will not simply exploit their power once...
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was... Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace and all. Child wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out. But we were able to handle the overlord of the vortex on our... Oh, and speaking of that... Hyman doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adepti-less rite of parting that... We're organizing? No idea where Zhongli's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshem Funeral Parlor.
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid...
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you...
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui? Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the... Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on liyue? We had better go and make sure that everything is okay.
Join the Adventurers Guild. You'll have a blast.
stock at Seago Antiques? Bad news. Feel free to take a look around.
What should I put in my letter?
You call this cooperation between harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formality? Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have...
no, don't let her get to you. You've yet to gather the powers of all 7 elements, and our last battle at the Golden House was almost more than you could handle. So it might be best to keep things peaceful this time, seeing that 2...
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since liyue was nearly wiped off.
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind.
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled.
How sanctimonious.
What? So you're the Lord of Chiel? No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the...
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsar...
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for...
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a...
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. It is now even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. Until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant. I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself. But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, was Liyue the city I had dwelt in for so long? So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Chising to play their roles together. Indeed I was. The gnosis which I had kept for so many years suddenly... That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard...
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear...
Of course. And it would have been all too easy for him, too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced...
In the end, The resolution to all that has transpired was even more satisfactory than... Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when faced with a crisis, they commendably showed the greatest amount of restraint possible. Credit is also due to Signora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract. At my request, she kept everything she... This meant I could remain as Zhongli, even having the chance to fulfill the age-old traditions of liyue in this mortal form. All of these things turned out as I had planned. There was only one thing that I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti. They seized the opportunity to supplant liyue as divine protectors, and used the subsequent power.
Huh? That doesn't sound...
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceit?